you, I normally go, I hope your day is full of balloons and cake and party favors.
Clowns?
No, not clowns.
We'll get into that later.
We'll get into that later in this episode. And piñatas. Do you know that
Love.
they had a piñata that was in the shape of the coronavirus?
That's
Trending.
kind of amazing.
It was so amazing.
What was inside of it?
Well, whatever you want to put inside of it, but it looked like the molecule. Like, you know how like the corona is like all like sporey looking? Yeah, it looked like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope your day's full of all those
we're
things.
making tragedy fun. It's 2021.
That's right.
That's so dark.
That rhymed.
Yeah, it did. That's why I said
I was like, she's dropping bars. I was like, I'm hearing bars. I don't know about you. Guys, this is the birthday episode of Shenk.
Yep.
Stephanie takes over, guest host. You guys are going to love this week's episode.
I really hope you guys enjoy it and take everything we said to heart and really take action on some of the action items that we mentioned, because
start journaling.
Life is all about taking the invitation when someone sparks something inside of you.
She gets more profound. The more Prosecco she drinks, the more profound she gets. I've never seen anything like it. It's insane. I could barely speak, and you're like, oh, yeah, everyone should journal. I'm like, what's happening? Thank you to Embra for this really amazing flower. Smoked a joint from you guys. Shout out to Oh Yeah Socks.
Oh, wait, this is a reveal.
Okay.
I'll just say this.
Okay.
I'm extremely excited about the socks that I was gifted today on this program.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Head to ohyeah.com. That's 3 O's HYEAH.com. Discount code Sarah10 for 10% off.
What's the code? You breezed right through that.
Sarah10.
Sarah10, guys.
Sara 10.
If you're going to get any of the funky socks, honestly, I am so happy and blessed to have been gifted the Oh Yeah socks.
You have been.
But
Quite
I now
a few pairs.
So many good pairs. I have my Sriracha ones. I have my
Bill and Ted
one. I have Love Wins. You also gave me the Bob Ross thing for my neck.
Oh yeah. You name it, they got it.
It's honestly really fun, and just even like as a gift for friends.
It's the best gift.
It's so joyful. Like,
it's
and
so
also,
joyful.
When I wear these around, I feel like the best version of myself.
It's true.
I'm like, people will know I'm cool if I don't say anything just by my socks.
Just like subtly trying to look for opportunities to plant your foot out in front of people.
Yeah, I'm like, so what do you think about this statement?
Hey, hey, Zaddy, come look at these socks. You guys
take a walk on the wild side. These Sriracha hot
discount
sauce
code
socks.
Sarah10.
Sara10.
Guys, enjoy this week's episode of Shenk with Stephanie Simbari.
All right. Hey.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Welcome.
Everyone, it's just me and you.
It's just everyone out there in Etherland.
I feel like what people don't understand or recognize about people who host podcasts is that it's such a mindfuck to recognize that
people listen to it. Yeah, because you're like, I had like an intimate conversation.
Totally.
And sometimes you're like, what were we even talking
How
about?
many panic attacks have you had after realizing what you said, that it's like going out into the world?
Oh, so many.
Constant.
When I first started doing podcasts, I would live in fear.
Same.
That I said something, like I revealed too much.
And that was before cancel culture.
And And now it's like,
I mean, now
I don't really care,
because
after
life.
after I was like talking about how I did acid on the internet,
Right.
and I told my parents that I was talking about doing acid on the internet, I kind of got to the place of, well, it is what it is.
Our listeners are really cool. They're, rogue individuals like ourselves who are
we
just,
love a rogue individual.
Trying to have fun, trying to live a good life, trying to be a good person, but not aggressively politically correct, which I appreciate. First of all, okay, guys. First of all, today is Shenk's birthday.
Thank you so much.
Happy birthday. Cheers. I brought her Prosecco.
So I'm drinking, which is rare.
She's not a big drinker, and it's usually me that's making her do it.
I'm probably going to get drunk, which will probably make for like a pretty fun podcast.
Totally. And we'll smoke that joint and we're going to have a good time.
Joint. And Steph got me this necklace.
Oh, yeah.
Really
So,
cute.
okay. So for her birthday, I told her that I would guest host her podcast for her so that she wouldn't have to do any work or preparation. Yes. Because though we feel that our girl is so off the cuff, she does do a lot of preparation and work.
I do.
For the show.
Thank you.
That she puts out every week. And it's a one-man band.
Yes.
It's just you doing all of this.
I do all of it.
And it's exhausting.
Yes.
Right?
Thank you.
So I'm here to do the legwork, though you will still have to pay your editor to cut it together.
Todd, reach out to Steph for payment.
Yeah, I'll Venmo you $4. Let's first talk about the gifts that you got. You were talking about the gift that I got you.
Yes, which I love. It is a crescent moon.
Yeah.
That is made from an antler.
Yeah.
Which is so cool. And the thing that's so crazy is I saw someone else with this necklace and I complimented them on it.
So weird.
And they said it was an antler.
They did?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And I can't remember who the fuck it was.
That's because you were at a rave.
Yes, I was.
Do your listeners know about your weekend?
No, so I had a really fun weekend. I ended up going to, well, there was a concert that was happening underneath where we live in the canyon. And it was around 2 p.m. and I'm talking, it's a concert. Like, people are like, woo, clapping. You can hear the noise vibrating through the canyon. And it sounds like the best concert ever. And then my landlords came home from their trip. And they're like, let's go to the party. So we went to the party, and it was so fun. It was a Coachella-themed party that turned into a silent disco at night. And we just showed up uninvited.
I love this part of the story because it's like kind of a story that is not very 2021. Like, I feel like in old-timey times, and by old-timey, I mean like the 20th century, like 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Like, there was more of like a neighborly kind of, like, it's exciting. Like, your neighbors, like, come and visit. Like, they just pop by. Like, no one just, like, pops by a house anymore. It's all, like, you text someone until the second that you ring their doorbell. Like, we're so tethered to technology today that we're, like, texting, like, I'm ringing your doorbell.
But, like,
it's, like, it takes away the spontaneity of what happened to you.
The stop by.
Yeah.
Well, but, like, the stop by, when you were a kid, did a lot of people used to just stop by?
100%. Like, my parents' friends, we called it visiting.
Yeah. Do you want to come visit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we're going to go for a visit.
And then they would, like, eat, like, a cake.
Yeah, there's always, like, something you offer them, like a little cake or some charcuterie or,
and
like, a wine.
And someone hangs out for, like, a few hours.
Yeah.
And they would normally bring us presents when we were kids.
Yeah.
Was that what happened for you?
Totally.
I remember, like, people would come over, they'd hang out with my parents, and they'd bring me, like, something stuffed.
I love I hope it's, like, not anything that was previously alive.
A stuff, taxidermy turkey.
Yeah, you're like, all my friends' parents, friends were really into taxidermy.
Taxidermy stuff freaks me out. I saw a rattlesnake today.
Although really? You know how I feel about rattlesnakes.
You love them.
I love them.
I freaked out.
You did?
Yes.
Where was it?
It was on the side of the house.
Whoa, that's good to know because the dog.
No, I had Rob help me remove it with a broom.
Whoa.
But I'm telling you, I saw the rattle and I was like, this isn't just a lizard.
Sometimes I think I'll taxidermy Carlos when he dies so I never have to be without him.
No, that's so bad. You keep him in bed, a taxidermy dog.
I just want him, like, in the corner of my deck till the end of time.
Hey,
Los, I'm going to stuff you when you die. Yes, I am.
No.
Wait, so let's go back to the thing. So you're hearing the noise and it's a bumpin' party.
Okay, and I'm like, before we go to the party, I need to change. And Rob, my landlord, says, no, I don't think you should change because that'll look too contrived.
Right.
We have to just make it seem like we're walking through the neighborhood. We have to bring the dog. That way it's like, we're walking through the neighborhood. We're your neighbors.
Wait, this is brilliant.
I know. We planned it out.
That's amazing.
And then we get there, and they come to the door, and they basically are like, oh, you're the neighbors? Come right in. And then
so
it was
you ring the doorbell, and what does he say when they open the door?
He goes, oh, yeah, I see you guys all the time walking the dog.
Okay.
Come on in.
Perfect.
And then he's like, we're all COVID tested, just so you know, and like blah, 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 blah. And then it was like, yeah, it's a Coachella theme party. People are camping out on like their campgrounds.
Whoa.
It was fucking amazing.
Wow.
I became friends with some girl in line to the bathroom.
Wow.
Who, hooked it up. I had a great time.
Oh my God. So the house that I'm moving into has a giant property, and this is inspiring me, and I feel like we should throw a party like this in the canyon over the summer.
We should. And the silent disco part is really fun.
Yeah.
Because it was really loud. It was so loud. I thought, and they had to get like a shuttle to shuttle people up, but it was the most fun thing ever because it was like a real party.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like one you haven't probably been to in at least a year or more.
I met people, and I was like in like this crazy workout outfit. There was like glitter on my face. I was having the time of my life.
It was kind of like a built-in birthday party, and it's funny because that night we had FaceTimed, and you got real close to the camera, and you're like, "Okay, Steph." So I'm gonna level with you. I don't have a personal life. I was like, "Are you my aunt? Like, what are you talking about? Like, are you like my old auntie who's like stressed that she doesn't have a personal life? Like, what are we talking about?"
I was like, "I have no personal life," and then the next day I'm like, "Yeah, I was at a party.
Yeah,
all night."
I get like a picture of you at 4 a.m, and you're like, you know, it's so fun, and I love like the way the tech is where someone sends you a picture, but you can press the live, so you see the like 2 seconds before. So I could see you like trying to pose, and you're like looking at yourself, and then you just in like a rogue like mushroom panic attack, just like lift your eyebrows really high, and you're like, you just look so psychotic. I was like, the live of this picture is my life.
It was such a psychotic picture. I sent it to Kim too. I was like, check this out.
That's so funny.
She was like, you look insane. I was like, I had the time of my life.
But you had fun.
I had fun, and it was good to socialize.
Carlos,
and be out and about.
Come here. Okay.
Separation anxiety.
I mean, I feel like we're entering like another phase of the pandy where people are starting to come out of their shell.
Well, yeah, people are like going out and doing things.
Yeah.
Like I went to lunch today indoors.
Yeah.
And that was cool.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is like real old time. It feels like it's
personally,
crazy.
I'm still into eating in parking lots. But.
Yeah. It's really crazy how it feels like we're getting life again.
Yeah.
It feels good.
But you know what's also weird is like life is coming back, but it is
modified
in a personal way. So different than what it looked like before. Like, I don't know about you or anyone who's listening, but I feel like my life prior to now is like, it's like a distant memory. Like half the people that I was close with, I haven't seen in 2 years. Like
I know.
There's no reassembling what was. It's only moving forward to what is and what will be. Like,
yeah, I feel like a different person.
Exactly.
I'm like, I don't even know who that person is. When I see, and we've talked about this, when I see videos or photos of myself from before times, and by before times I mean 2019, I'm like,
unrecognizable.
Don't know who she is.
Dude, my face.
She looks exhausted, though.
I look so stressed out.
So do I.
It's not okay.
I know. It is crazy. Because it's like our lives were so chaotic.
Well, I don't think that we realized, and we've talked about this before on the show, I don't think that we realized that we could opt to untether from the grind in the way that 2020 like offered us.
Totally. And there's like this meme that Chelsea sent me, and it was really funny. It was like me bettering myself, and then like this like evil monster coming up behind, stand-up comedy coming to return. I was like, no.
That's so funny.
Like, yeah.
But I will say, like, I came back to stand up. I mean, I'm not like pursuing it in the same way, but like.
But you're doing it.
I think I'm open to doing it. Book me on your show, you know. But like, no. But I think that it's interesting. Like everyone having the same reprieve is giving all of us an opportunity to re-enter society in whatever facet that we're engaged with on like an equal playing field. Because we're all like unpracticed and kind of weird trolls coming out of hiding. Like we're all on the same plate. Like,
we're like, listen. I wasn't ready for like a super hot summer yet. Can we just like slowly get there?
And I feel like it's reset like my opinion of like my body image, and I see like other women kind of being like more full in our figures, and it's like it just
fuck it, yeah. I've been eating at home for the last 2 years.
Totally, and that should be the standard.
It's my second birthday in pandemic.
I know, that's so crazy.
That's so crazy. And when I think about the last birthday, I was like, I need to do a live, and like I have to be doing all of this stuff all the time. I gotta get this. Is like okay. Just chill.
Yeah. Wait, did we celebrate your birthday last year? It was like early pandemic.
You got me yellow yellow weights, arm weights.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That was a good
I have
present.
them. I need to wear them.
Okay, let's talk about the other present that you got that you're wearing, which is a Tiffany ID bracelet.
Thank you, Pat. She might be watching.
Okay, Aunt Pat, we love the throwback of a Tiffany ID bracelet. The only thing we're wondering is,
should we get it engraved?
Yeah, what should we engrave?
Write on it.
I was saying that because it sort of has like the vibe of like a medical ID bracelet. For Shenk, we should just write her medication is cannabis. You know how the inside it's like I'm diabetic. Yeah. Like edibles or like something with weed will save me. Sativa, yeah, sativa.
Sativa for this diva. Do you think they could write that at Tiffany's?
For sure. Tiffany will do anything you ask them to do. Tiffany's a great company with their jewelry. Like I could take in, like, I found a bunch of my Tiffany jewelry the other day that I got from my
We're getting real jappy in here.
I know, sorry, I'm a Jew from Westchester, even though I appear to be a alien from Japan. But I found all my Tiffany jewelry, and what I remembered is that no matter how many years have gone by, you can bring it back to Tiffany and exchange it.
Okay, so this is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I got this one, but at my parents' house, I got the heart one.
Oh.
I think double them.
Yeah. Wear one on one.
2 chains, you know what I mean?
It's the Jewiest 2 chains of life.
Coming through in the Prius.
Yeah.
Crystal in the glove compartment.
Hell yeah. I think that's a really strong energy.
Yeah,
I'm wearing a Tiffany bracelet.
Oh, shit.
See?
That's a Tiffany bracelet?
Yeah. I got it for my bat mitzvah.
Ooh. It's really cute.
Tea and Co.
Okay, what is it? There's something about like being like a middle class
Jewish. Yeah, like that
Jew that results in you acquiring a Tiffany's item for like a big
birthday
thing. Normally it's like a big birthday or like a graduation.
Yeah. I mean, it was
Sweet 16.
The thing, like growing up in Westchester, New York, getting Tiffany jewelry for my bat mitzvah, which, by the way, I had half of it stolen from me from a sociopathic roommate I had in LA for a year. Thanks a lot.
I got mine stolen from a valet person at the Roosevelt.
Okay, so
you know who you are.
Yeah, you also know who you are.
I had 3 necklaces. I liked all of them.
Yeah, I liked my memories. Thanks. This bitch stole a fucking ring that my parents had my initials put on. Why do you need that? But you probably just sold cash for gold because you're a trash person.
Oh my God, have you ever sold cash for gold?
Yeah, when my poor
So did I.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've both sold cash for gold.
Gold for cash.
Gold for cash.
Yeah. The sign says cash for gold because they'll give you cash for gold.
For gold.
But you're actually selling the gold for the cash.
Yeah.
It's one of the darker points of my life.
And
I told my mom I was doing that, and she was like, cried.
I was like, I didn't tell anybody.
Mom never wants to hear that.
I didn't tell anyone I was doing it.
Meanwhile,
my sister, I probably traded in. It was like some type of, I want to say, ring. I traded it in for cash for my ex-boyfriend's birthday present.
No. What did you get him?
I don't remember. Oh, a bike. I got him a fucking road bike. This was like in my early 20s. Some early 20s shit.
Very like mom present.
I know.
Like with gears and shit?
Yeah, it was like, he was like, I want to get into, no, I got him a fixed gear bike.
What are you
He was like a hipster. He was a hipster. So I don't really understand it, but he was like, I need a fixed gear bike to work out. And I got him like this expensive Italian.
Peloton?
Yeah, I got him like the joint won't start, right? It's like rolled very tightly.
Yeah.
I got him like a road bike.
That's really nice.
Should I ask for it back? No, I'm just kidding. Then he left me for his best friend.
No. A girl?
A girl.
No.
Yeah. I never think about this ex.
Wait, who
but
is
we were
it?
together for like, this guy isn't, I'm not going to tell you his name. The one who had the dog.
Do I know him?
Maybe.
Does he have a lung disease?
Yes.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
Is he watching this?
He's definitely not watching it.
Okay. Well, that's a really nice present, and I'm really sorry that he didn't stay with you after you sacrificed all
Hey,
your
come
jewelry.
through with that bike.
What are we gonna do about this joint?
We're gonna throw it out.
No.
We're gonna smoke different weed. I have weed and a pipe.
I can roll us a joint while we speak.
Okay, well, do you want to keep the conversation?
Okay, so what is happening? This is so shitty.
It's rolled very tightly. It was a gift.
I feel like I could start a pre-roll company.
Yeah, you could.
Like, and just be the little
The leading
child who makes all the joints. Like, the factory is me and I'm the child.
you. And all you do all day long is roll joints.
Yeah.
Then I feel like you could get like carpal tunnel or something.
Carpal tunnel. It takes me 1 second to roll a joint. This is so overheated. I can't handle it. I'm very stressed about that.
Okay, put it out. Do you want me to get you different weed?
Yeah.
Okay, can you keep talking?
Yeah.
Keep the show alive. Think about the questions you're gonna ask.
Okay, so guys, what we were, let us know what you want us to engrave on Sarah's bracelet, because I feel like that's a really fun project. Sativa for this diva is the number one. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask her some questions that I came up with. Some of which are like serious questions. Like, I want to know, what does she want this year, and what does she feel like she successfully manifested, and what has her biggest lesson from the pandemic been? And then I also have some stupid questions from the fans, aka my boyfriend. I just wanted to let you guys know that I had a boyfriend. Have I told you that before? I think I have. But I just wanted to remind anyone who thought they still had a chance. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I know you guys aren't here for me. You're here for Sarah. If anyone is listening and seriously interested in dating Weinshenk, slide into my DMs and I'll serve as like the proxy / Yenta and ask you a series of questions to see if I think that it's a good match. Because at this point in her life, I just don't really think that she knows what's best for her. And
Are you having eligible bachelors?
yeah, I'm having eligible bachelors that are your listeners send me like their dating resume, basically, so that I can you can email me at stephanie@thatsoretrograde.com.
No, this is not something that is happening.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. I think that
you're gonna start screening men for me.
yeah, I'm gonna be like the madam of your love life, since I feel like at this point you don't really have
Any direction.
a tight read on the situation, and you don't really have any direction, and everyone that does potentially enter your life
seems to leave.
Well, that's not it. I think they leave because you don't give a fuck. Like, you've decided on like many levels. You're kind of like the character in my show that I wrote, which is that like you have a checklist, and the checklist is so intense that no one person could ever live up to the checklist, and that is like the self-fulfilling prophecy of why you're alone.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I feel like if you wanted to be alone, that would be fine, because being alone there's nothing fundamentally wrong with being alone.
But I am enjoying being alone to a degree.
Right. Which is, maybe that's just like the journey that you're on right now.
Because like I have the dog.
Oh, we know. Oh, we know that you have the dog.
The dog sleeps in the bed. So it's like,
How much do they know about the dog?
I don't know.
The other day I was over here, you guys, and me and Sarah and the dog were laying on the bed together, and I looked over and she was legitimately holding his hand. I felt like I was infringing. Oh, his paw. Sorry, he has paws. I felt like I was infringing upon like an intimate moment between lovers. Almost, you know how it feels like when you like one of your parents is around and you accidentally like kiss your boyfriend and you're like, oh, that's weird. That's what I felt like with you and Bobby.
No.
I was like, oh, sorry. Should I go? Like, is something?
Like, yeah, it was intimate.
It was so intimate.
He sleeps on a pillow now.
She was holding his paw, like, legitimately.
We hold paws.
Yeah.
We hold paws.
hold
like
paws.
I have
Like, do you
paws.
have
It's never a good sign when a woman calls her hand a paw.
Yeah.
It's like, honey, we know you're alone.
You're alone. Maybe I actually shouldn't make these poor men send in their resumes because you're actually mentally ill.
I'm like, hey, send in the resumes so Stephanie can get her paws on them.
Yeah.
And she'll find out what's best for me. Please write your height, your weight, and your body fat percentage.
Can you hold this so I
No,
can
I'm just
hold
kidding. Can you imagine?
You guys, okay.
Write your blood type. I need to know, are you O positive?
Yeah, we need to know what your blood type is.
And your sign?
We need to know your sign.
So-
Sun, moon, and rising in Venus.
No, you're just your birth time.
Okay, that's good. Right.
They're not gonna know all that.
Okay, fine. So
some of
send
these
us-
guys, who knows where they're calling in from.
Okay, fine.
I got a guy coming in from Arkansas. You think he's gonna know his rising?
No, but he has the internet, right? He can easily find that out. Fine, we'll do the heavy lifting.
You'll do it.
Okay. Wait, what am I signing for?
And she's like, remember when I agreed to find you a boyfriend on
so
the birthday episode of your podcast?
And she's gonna kill me because like so many people are gonna write in. Okay, no. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna send your name, your birthday, time and place, what you do for a living.
You gotta have a job.
Okay, we know he has to have a job.
Well, I think it's important to say because you never know.
Well, if you're
If you're listening to my podcast a lot, you might not have a job.
Okay, but
you
then-
don't know my fan base. Neither do I, really.
Okay.
I'm
okay,
just
if you
kidding.
don't have a job, then what's in it? Okay, like my boyfriend doesn't have a job,
Okay.
but he's a musician.
Then
so he
submit
makes
something that
art.
you do.
Yeah, so okay, so if you don't have like a regular job, which like I'm not into really like normies with a regular job, but tell us how you make a living. You know, what if they're like a billionaire on like Twitch, or they have NFTs, or they come
I'm
from,
looking for
what
an
if there's
NFT
generation-
daddy.
Yeah, or generational wealth. Like you don't know.
I'm looking for an NFT daddy.
She's looking for an NFT daddy who has an eye on public service.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds so good.
Right, like someone who cares about like the culture in the world. Or she wants someone who can punch up her jokes.
Yeah, I'm either looking for someone who is quick-witted.
Yeah. This is important.
Quick-witted, but I feel like it'd be easier to find an NFT daddy than somebody quick-witted,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Do you want someone who can like
By the way, I feel like a newscaster holding both the mics.
Thank
while
you. I'm sorry, I'm just
I'm
doing
like,
something.
yes, and
Do you want
I'm
someone-
live from the scene here with a a local passerby. She was here at the tornado site.
She's a professional joint roller.
Thank you
Actually,
so
do
much.
Do the whole podcast like this. It's your birthday. Can you do all the heavy lifting?
Yes. I don't know about you, but after a long night of stand-up, I can't sleep. This intro, this ad,
I'm not helping you with this ad.
you already are. You already are. You might not be on camera, but you already are.
Here's what I'll say. Okay, I have something to say.
Okay. Say what you'll say. And I'll say that
Sunday scaries.
when I have anxiety, what do I reach for?
The phone to call me and talk about it for 45 minutes straight.
And also CBD. Are all of these empty?
Yeah, it's
You know why they're empty? Because they taste so good.
mhm.
I love them. I was like, okay, cool, Sarah, just like one at a time, slow your roll. You only need a couple to chill out. And then the taste of the vegan AF ones were so good, I couldn't stop eating them.
Really?
I love them. They were like Sour Patch gumdrops
Mhm.
that were like perfectly dosed with CBD. A lot of these CBD gummies, you don't really chill out enough. They're like, they say that they're CBD, but you just feel the same.
Mm-hmm.
These, pounded them, slept for days. I'm throwing
Did
the
you?
bottle. Yeah, I did. It helped me chill out all weekend.
Well, the B12 and the D3 probably
'Cause
was
there's-
helpful.
Yeah, I probably overloaded a little on B12 and D3, but that's great for your immune system.
Well, it's really hard to get enough vitamin D, and Bs are water soluble, so you can't really overdose on them because you'll just pee them out.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So, guys, check out Sunday Scaries. Get yourself some CBD gummies. CBD is something you should be taking every day. Discount code Shenk for 25% off. 25% off.
I mean, unicorn jerky is a fun option.
It's a fun option. Is it empty? Is it empty?
Yes,
Because I loved it so much.
because she's
And
addicted
that's
to
sugar, baby. And if you're someone who's looking to introduce CBD into your life and you're a little bit nervous, start with a candy.
Yeah, because there's no more chill way to enter any situation than with a food called unicorn jerky.
Yes, get yourself some unicorn jerky. Give your girlfriend some unicorn jerky. Give your mother-in-law some unicorn jerky.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it, dose your kid. I don't know if I'm allowed to say
Sarah,
that. I'm
that's
kidding.
like illegal.
Is it?
I mean, I don't know. Like,
don't dose your kid
I
with a
would
unicorn
be
jerky.
down to enter the conversation at one point on like the science behind how
CBD.
early it's okay to give a human being CBD.
You're acting like I was like, give the kid Angel's Dust, PCP.
Angel's Dust.
I took Dare. So I know the street name. Okay, so they also have a tincture with CBD and B12, D3. A little under the tongue.
Under the tongue.
It's sweet. You'll love it. SundayScaries.com. Discount code Shenk, SHENK, for 25% off. Also, they have dog bones from FOMO Bones. Discount code Shenk for 25% off. If you have an anxious dog like I do, anxious. If I'm not around, he gets anxious. Steph's firing off some tweets, but
I'm seeing if I can get acupuncture tomorrow for my twisted ankle.
She's working on her twisted ankle, and I'm working on these FOMO bones. That's right. Head to SundayScaries.com. Discount code Shenk, SHENK, for 25% off. Thank you.
Bye.
I think I'm ripped, and holding this barely affects my arm. Whew. Why is
Would
it
you rather have
Yeah.
someone who
is employed?
is employed
Oh, no.
or is like an artistic genius in between projects?
That's a hard question.
Right?
I'd rather have someone who's, if they're actually an artistic genius in between projects and they like, and I really believed in them, obviously would rather have that.
Right. Because that's hot.
Because also, everyone has to, I get that struggle.
Yeah, we've all
And
been
if
there.
I actually believe in them, it's rare that I believe in somebody.
Right.
So it's like if I actually think that somebody's talented and I have a connection with them, I'd prefer that than like someone who's like worked his way up the corporate ladder at
Right.
like UPS
and don't
or
you
Bank
feel-
of America.
Yeah, no, that's boring. No offense, but for us, we're quirky, weird people. We need to be constantly stimulated. We both have extreme ADHD. We need to be kept on our toes at all times.
You got to keep me guessing.
Somebody
No.
with an emotional moon sign would be good for Sarah too, like a Pisces moon or a Cancer moon or a Scorpio moon, because the Cancer moon would help her with her Capricorn moon come out of her her lack of vulnerability shell. The Pisces moon would appeal to her Pisces and Venus, and the Scorpio moon would appeal to your Scorpio rising. I think someone with a water moon is really good for you.
So I need an emotional NFT daddy.
Yeah.
If you have NFTs you're making and a water moon sign,
Yeah.
email Stephanie your resume. What's the email again?
Stephanie at that'ssoretrograde.com.
You heard it here. Stephanie at that'ssoretrograde.com.
Yeah, you can email me and I will sift through the many, many applicants who would be so lucky to
Should
date
I do?
Weinshenk.
Thank you.
She's wearing
Thank
a French maid costume for
Without
no
the
reason
apron. Without
in the
the
middle
apron.
of the day
Without
in
the
a
apron.
canyon.
Without the apron.
What does that have anything to do with anything?
Because I feel like it's more accessible without the apron.
Accessible?
Yes.
For who? For other people?
Yeah, like this is like
Relatable.
It doesn't. It's relatable.
It's not, by the way.
It
You look
doesn't.
like Belle.
It doesn't scream. Oh, she's just a fun girl next door.
Yeah,
Black.
sure.
It's black.
No, it's really, really cute.
It's
I
just
wouldn't say it's relatable. I would say it's a look, and it's a fun look,
We
but
love
it's a
fun
girl
look.
with a vision.
Definitely a vision, but I thought like the apron might be too much.
I agree, but can you wear the apron to dinner so you don't get anything on the dress? Because I feel like the apron
Yeah.
is practical.
The apron, they sold it separately, the apron.
Wow.
These people know how to milk a Jap for
You know
cash.
why they sold it separately? Because some people bought that dress for sex dress
Yeah.
and to fulfill the apron fantasy.
Yeah.
And some people bought that dress for streetwear.
Right. And I'm both.
Right.
I don't know who I'll wear the apron for.
I'm trying to get
Maybe
more
it's
freaky
one of
with
the
my
applicants.
with my sex. Like, should I wear outfits?
Yeah.
Like, what
You
should
should
I do?
you should get you should do like S&M stuff.
Like what?
Like you get like a collar.
Just like for fashion, or what happens with the collar?
Then he has a leash.
Oh, no.
You're not into that?
No.
Really?
No.
Not at all?
Why? And what? Walk me around the house?
Yeah.
Is that what you do?
I've done it.
You get walked around the house with a leash?
I've been walked around.
Hold on. Anyone that wants to date Sarah also needs to be into kinky shit. Because she's been walked around. And once you've been walked around, you can't come back.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. You were like shocked when I
drink it for a
told you that
second.
I'd never used like a vibrator during sex. I'm saying it in public.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah,
Public.
no, this is definitely public.
Yeah.
I wasn't planning on revealing the leash walk, you know. But
like you were saying at the beginning.
this is a manifestation crystal.
Yes, isn't it beautiful?
It's really beautiful. Wait, what were you just talking about? Okay, what should you add to your sex life?
Yeah.
Butt stuff?
I guess I'm ready for butt stuff. Although sometimes I just feel like I have to poop all the time.
Butt stuff is
Do you
terrifying.
guys feel like that?
Listen, I don't like anything in my ass. Really.
Like I really honestly feel bad for gays because it's like, it's the poop place. It's so much work.
But I also feel
What if-
like,
like,
I
I've-
feel like since their prostates in their butt,
No, it's worth it. Obviously,
it's worth it.
right. But like, okay, I'll tell you, like, I have given a blowjob and gotten so gagged that I've thrown up.
Okay.
And that was so embarrassing, beyond. Now,
was this recently?
no, it was like 10 years ago.
Okay.
Which it doesn't
that
matter
makes
when it
more
was,
sense.
it's still embarrassing. Makes more sense because I haven't fucking choked myself in 10 years because I realized that it doesn't lead anywhere good.
I feel like, yeah, that doesn't. I don't know. I don't mind giving a blowjob.
No, it's not that I mind. It's that I was bulimic when I was little, and I think that my body
That's
just
when you were
responds.
little.
Like when I was like 13 and 14.
It's so fucked up. I had an eating disorder around that age too.
I would
But I
like.
just wouldn't eat.
I wasn't like didn't go to like the hospital. I had to always eat because I was like always hungry,
Okay.
and like if I didn't eat, I like couldn't focus, and like because I have hypoglycemia now that I like now know why. Hey, but like so I would just eat, and I would make myself throw up. Not like to the point of going to the hospital or anything, but like I didn't go to like rehab for my eating disorder.
Right.
But I definitely did that a lot.
But don't you think a lot of girls have eating disorder? The dogs.
I think that you almost can't grow up in America when we grew up and not have an eating disorder. I think that every one of us, even the fact that how many people have come up to you in your life and been like, "Oh my God, you look so good, like so thin." It's like,
Yeah, that's how I got an eating disorder.
of course, because it's a
Because I
rewarded
was like,
belief.
I lost weight in middle school, and then everyone kept being like, "You look amazing." Like, I'm fucking hungry.
Mhm. I know, and you're not actually happy, and everybody says that.
No, and it's a sickness, so you never think you look thin, no matter how thin you get.
I look back on my 17-year-old
And you're
body,
like-
and I'm like, "Are you serious?" I would
I
kill
know,
for that.
I know.
I was so hot.
I know. It's fucked up.
It's not okay.
No, and at the time you're like so weird.
No, and it's like I
Why are they doing this?
But-
hey,
guys, are you okay? Come here.
Carlos.
Come here. It's fine. Bo.
Okay. All right.
You know, one of my pet peeves in life
What?
is when dogs bark, people go like, they yell, like the person like reactively like will yell at the dog.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's like such a weird thing because it's like they're dogs, like they bark. Like obviously if they're barking for too long, like, hey, what's going on? But when you yell at them, they just match and multiply your energy. It doesn't actually like
That's
help.
true.
It just like
I'm like,
makes it
"Bow!"
louder. Like, are you just trying to make it louder?
Yeah.
We all need to be
Louder.
like more conscious. I'm so high now.
Louder.
I'm like, louder.
Isn't that a song? Louder with Fergie.
Yeah. That.
What is it?
Oh, it's a different song.
I'm drunk and I had like 3 sips.
Oh wait, should we ask the silly questions?
Oh yeah.
I like them because
get to
they're
the
really silly. I told your listeners that I was going to ask you serious questions like, you know, what do you wish for 34? What are your like reflections on the last year and your lessons? Those are like heavier things.
Right.
But I think they would be fun things to maybe like journal about at this time. Not that
Wait,
I'm
you're
giving
giving
you
me,
homework.
you're 1,000% just gave me an assignment. Which is so weird because
Why
you
did
know,
I
but
do
can
that?
I tell you, I think maybe I have some questions that you can write later about in your journal. Okay, but wait, but this
those
is
are
what, but this is what's really interesting. Is you've been telling me to journal.
Mm-hmm.
Then I had my friend Chappelle Lacey on the podcast, just a comic I'm friends with.
Oh yeah, I saw.
And he was telling me he journals all the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? And I was like, for how long? And he's like, it just depends on what I feel. Like some days it's 2 pages, some days it's 10 pages.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why does this journal thing keep coming up?
And then your mom gave you journals for your birthday.
My mom gave me 3.
Yeah.
Debbie knows.
Yeah.
You have a fly in there.
Ooh.
Get that bitch out. I'm definitely drunk. I've had
So you're gonna start journaling. Those aren't my questions.
Okay. So yeah, I guess I have an assignment.
Is alcohol like bad? Like I feel like you were like, I'm drunk, and you're about to be like,
yeah.
Oh no, like I'm apologizing.
I'm not apologizing.
Okay, you weren't. I'm projecting.
No, I'm like just a little buzzed and like in a fun zone.
Right. Okay. So it's
but
fun.
like because I never really drank, so
Right.
it's like a fun zone for me.
But there has to be like a limit, right? Because I drank a little too much last weekend. This is like why I'm saying this. I drank a little too much last weekend, and I woke up in the morning and I was so fucking sad.
Yeah, well, the reason why I don't drink is because I get depressed.
Right.
So, and it's a depressant.
Yeah.
So, like, it's my birthday. I'm having a little bit of this.
I think having a little is like the key.
Yeah, the key, and then having water and food.
Yeah.
But also, like, I'm just not in the practice of drinking. So it's like
the practice of drinking.
I feel like that's the art of drinking.
Yeah, no, people who can drink, I'm like, you're like such a hardcore
They
person.
can like drink and they like, you know what? I wish that I had a like I was like an artisanal cocktail maker.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could like whip up a
You
mojito. Yeah, but I'm not gonna be muddling. Okay.
Why?
That's just not my energy.
It's fun.
No, I'd rather be fucking chiefing. I'm a very excited stoner.
Right.
I'm very excited about pot.
What about this? What if you're making
I just said chiefing
cannabis-
like a fucking 20-year-old bro.
You also said you're very excited about pot. Like a 75-year-old auntie.
Very excited about pot. Okay, how cool are these this flower arrangement?
I love.
It has pot in it.
I know, it's so beautiful.
It's from the Love Pot.
Love pot?
I'm pretty sure that's what it's from.
Beautiful roses.
Yeah,
And
and
then
then,
look, little
we
bud.
little
Can
and
you see it?
I don't know, can you see the nugs?
Love pot.
Can you guys see the nugs? Look at those nugs.
I'm Sara Weinshenk, and I am very excited about pot.
I can't believe I just said that.
I'm into chiefing.
Chiefing's pretty tight.
No, but what if you could make mocktails that were
Cannabis.
CBD?
I'm thinking THC.
No, that's what I meant.
You can.
THC, cannabis cocktails, then the
There's
bitch would
also-
muddle.
I'd muddle all day. All day.
Because you know what you would do? You would drop the tincture into your mouth before you did the cocktails, and then you would add it to the cocktail, and it would just be like
perfect. Yeah. I could see myself getting into the THC mocktail game.
Yeah. I would get into that with you. I'm going to find us a book on that.
I feel like I could have a book on that somewhere in my house. I've been getting so many different cannabis books lately. I have one coming in the mail that's a scratch and sniff. A cannabis scratch and sniff book.
It's interesting that you're saying this because the literary consultant person that I was talking to about the book that I want to write was telling me about like how
That angle?
Yeah.
It's a really good angle.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about it.
We'll talk more about
We'll
that.
talk more about it. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm here with my dear antler. Wait, so what are the questions?
Okay, so are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Sorry we got derailed, guys. We got high and also drunk.
Check both boxes. High and drunk.
Hi. Okay, ready? So, first question.
Mm-hmm.
They're so weird. How do you feel about David Blaine at this point in his career?
Magician David Blaine?
Yeah. Do you know who he is?
I don't know enough about David Blaine to have a strong opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Like magicians in general, their energy freaks me out. I don't know. I think
What is it about magicians that freaks everyone out? Oh,
because
gross. Oh my god, that is the sound of a possessed chihuahua.
Chihuahua checking a dog 5 times his size.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. He has no teeth though, so
Respect,
it's really no
bruiser.
threat.
He's such a bruiser.
He has no teeth.
I know.
So he just could gum him.
That's why when he bites people and like I don't react and they look at me like I'm insane, I'm like, it's just energy. Like he has no teeth.
He's just having a tantrum.
He's just
he's throwing a fit.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the question? David Blaine.
Okay, so my other
magicians.
Yeah, why does everyone have a resistance to magicians?
Okay, because anyone who's devoted their life to magic, is like a screw loose.
The art of illusion.
The art of the sleight of hand.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Carlos, stop.
Yeah, like.
He's attacking him because he's being too territorial.
Hey, come here, Bobo.
Bobo's literally not doing anything. He's minding his own business. Is that a fucking human bone?
I don't know.
What is that?
I don't know. It looks like a femur, right?
Femur of a human.
Oh
I
my
know.
God. He's always running around with
What
it.
is that?
I don't know. It's huge. And he always.
Ew.
I thought it was like a mountain lion
That's
femur.
a fucking straight up bone.
I know.
A mountain lion femur?
I don't know. I see it all the time, so I'm not having the reaction you are.
Wow.
Okay,
Wait, I mean, I think it's like
magicians
kind
are
of
dark.
amazing.
Magicians are dark.
Well, comics are dark.
Okay, let me tell you this. I was a personal assistant for this woman, and she signed up her kid for magic lessons.
Okay.
And this kid, he didn't want to do any sports. He only wanted to do magic lessons. And then, so his interests were Magic the Gathering cards. Do you know what those are?
Mm-hmm.
And then also magic. So, like, a few times, the first time she's like, I need you to take him to his magic lesson. I take him to the magic lesson. It's like in a strip mall, like in the valley. There's like all these like smoker dudes like sitting around a table, and then there's like a wall of like rubber chickens and like.
But don't you think that's what you would see if you like took a kid to like a comedy class?
Yeah, it was like that.
Or a tattoo
it
parlor.
was like that, like the energy. I was like, I don't feel like this is right.
Right.
Like, and it was like its own world, and I'm so curious about it. And then the Magic Castle is also its own world. Who the fuck is past at the Magic Castle? What is his name?
I've never been there, and I've always wanted
Oh my god,
to
it's
go.
crazy. The first time I went to the Magic Castle, first of all, you have to get dressed up. If you don't show up dressed, you have to be invited. If you don't show up dressed up, then they give you clothes to wear. And we went with this dude who
Wait, what? Like
yeah,
a jacket?
Yeah,
Like
like
a
this
this
guy
type of
we were
thing?
this guy that we were with wasn't dressed right.
Okay.
So they made him take off his shoes and they gave him loafers and they had them at the hostess stand.
I feel like I look like a person right now who would be allowed in the Magic Castle.
Yeah, you do.
With my blazer
You would
and
be allowed.
loafers.
You would be allowed. I don't know about the jeans though.
Oh, do they have pants?
They
Skirts?
have like serious. It's like there's a dress code.
like costumes.
It's also like I'm going to see magic. Why do I have to look good?
Right.
Like why can't I be comfy?
They like needed to have like the air of like sophistication
and like
the dark arts.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We practice this craft. And
Yes.
it's illusory.
Yeah.
Wild.
And, like we're gonna release doves and shit.
Yeah. I'm kind of into it. Like I've always thought that magic was really cool.
Well, okay. When I was
magicians, clowns, they both have weird energies.
Oh, clowns, I hate.
Yeah, I like. I'm pro clown.
So, okay.
I'm just not pro creepy person doing these things.
Okay, so clown's not a fan of at all. Don't like.
What do you mean?
They're trying
yeah.
too hard. The honk, the nose. They all show up in a car with paint on their face and the hair and the outfit and they have parachutes.
Okay, so here's what I think has happened. Clowns have gotten into a weird zone, but that's not actually what a clown is.
You like clowns.
Clowns
You
are...
have a clown piece of art.
Yeah, I do.
It's like a clown that hangs.
Yeah, where is that?
I don't know where it is, but you know how I know that you have that?
How?
Because my grandma has the same clown art.
No, my aunt got me that in like some foreign country.
It's like
that
a
she went to.
vintage clown art.
Where is that?
I don't know, but
was that in my last place?
It was in your not your last place, but the place before that.
It's in
last
storage.
Place.
It's in storage.
Thank God.
My
no.
Here's why.
Clown art.
Clown art. That's my thing.
Plot twist.
Growing up, it is kind of actually weird. My bedroom as a child was clowns.
Oh my God, my dad's bedroom as a child in the 1950s was clowns.
No
and
way.
It had a reverse effect, and he hated clowns because the whole room had clowns.
Right. Okay, so here's what got me loving them.
Interesting.
I studied theater in college.
Okay.
And I didn't really care one way or another. I remember when we were in elementary school, people were really into the movie It, or the book It by Stephen King. And I never read it because I remember as a 5th grader being like, I love clowns. I don't want to be scared of them. So I didn't want to see that movie.
I've never loved clowns.
Because I had the wallpaper and dressed up in the costume. No. Then I went to college and studied theater.
Okay.
And what I learned is that actually the archetype of a clown is so interesting. It's a really well-intended individual, in one world or field or whatever, who has the best of intentions and tries to do good, but at the very last second has a fundamental flaw that makes them continuously make the same mistake over and over again.
I Love Lucy.
Yeah, exactly. And that is
Okay.
to me so human and so resonant with me and what that means.
Wow, I didn't
Yeah.
think we were gonna get deep into
I know.
clownisms.
Sorry.
Wait, no. This is interesting because
Mhm.
I did date a guy
Mhm.
who was a clown, who went to clown school, and he
Mhm.
told me on several occasions he thought that I should try to do clown school.
Yeah.
And then
I did clowning.
You did?
Yeah.
In LA?
No, in college.
Okay, so a lot of people who go to the Lyric Hyperion and
Mhm.
Silver Lake are into clowning.
Okay.
And there's clown workshops you can take, and they teach you ways to be funny without words, just physical ways.
Mhm.
You have to make people laugh and use no words, so you
Mhm.
get really expressive with your face.
Mhm.
And I think just understanding those mannerisms and stuff like that
Mhm.
is kind of cool.
Mhm.
And I have a friend who's a musician. She's in this band Gothic Tropic, and she's a singer. She's awesome. She's been on the podcast, Cecilia. She's been taking clown school, and she said it's amazing and has helped her with performance all together.
Yeah.
And I'm open to that. I feel like when I was younger, I was more open to different experiences like that. I was okay, I'll do improv, I'll do acting school, I'll do all of these things, and they do really help. And the older I get, I feel the more closed off I am to those types of experiences. So it's about allowing yourself to still play in that.
Yeah, it's fucking silly.
It's and fun.
Yeah.
And it's I think that getting outside of your comfort zone really helps with performance.
Mhm.
You know, I might want to go to clown school is what I'm
that,
saying.
Something when you try to become a professional actor or you get caught up in a scene, you lose the thing that attracted you to that world in the first place, especially in LA, which is such a
the industry?
Yeah,
you're the industry, the entertainment industry, terrible.
Horrible.
Nightmare.
A problem.
The things
I
that
don't
people
know who I
say
am
to
anymore.
You. At all. And when I look back at my old headshots, I'm who was I here? It's dramatic headshot. I'm gazing off into the distance. I'm what is this for? A CW show? What is happening? I don't know. It's just so interesting. And also, even just looking back at earlier stand-up sets, what was that? I think about things I used to do, and I get so embarrassed.
Cringe.
I remember I had this bit that I did where it was a physical act out, where I would hump the air. It was so bad. It was so bad.
I think you should embrace and love that side of yourself.
I feel that's a different. I feel I could now.
Yeah.
The funny side. I feel acting is separate than stand up for me.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel because you're a really good actor.
Thanks.
You are.
I feel I'm only as good as I let myself be.
I think you're really good at you're all of your right. I feel at the end of the day you're either have the right
I mean, my acting technique is basically just play it cool, but be real about it.
Yeah, be real in the moment.
Yeah.
I feel if you're just having genuine reactions in the
Just,
moment
listening.
as yourself, then it's it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And
but then it's I think the acting is an art when it goes into getting into real emotional places and being present
which is
enough.
so hard.
I think I've had okay, a couple of times in my entire life, like, I've had those genuine moments of, like, putting up a scene in a class and, like, the information hitting me in such a raw way and me, like, bursting into tears exactly how I'm supposed to as the character with, like,
and it's
complete freedom.
and like it's so amazing though.
You're like, wow!
Yeah.
And you can't replicate it. And it's like being on set and being an actor in a movie is so much harder than that because, like, you don't get to do it one time. You know you have to do it a bunch of times. Sure, you could the first time be amazing, but there's so many people and so much pressure. Like, it's really hard.
And like the days are really long.
Yeah.
And you're always on and waiting.
Yeah.
And like
and so
you gotta
tired.
say the same thing again. And then they're like, it's not. I remember. Okay. I used to do acting class, and when I was like in middle school, and it was from this teacher who was like, I'm Mary-Kate and Ashley's teacher, and you can come on set with Mary-Kate and Ashley. So like we went on set.
Oh, you did?
I did, and I was an extra in it, and I was like, this is the best day of my life. My mom brought me, and she told me specifically right when we got in the car, because there was like so many stage moms there. She's like, that is the last time we're doing this. And I was like, why?
Well,
and
she didn't want to be there.
She was like, I don't feel comfortable like exploiting you like this. Like, because the parents were crazy. They were all like, is she SAG yet? Okay, she needs to get SAG. Like, we're going to another set next week. Like, the parents were trying to like make their kids famous, and my mom's like, she made me take us here.
Right.
Because I love the Olsen twins, and I'm trying to be in the background.
I'm a star.
I'm a star. And then I was like looking at them. I was like, this is crazy. This is so cool. Like, I fell in love with like the whole like behind the scene process of it. Like, I think it's so cool and so fun. What I'm saying is I'm ready to sell out.
I've been ready.
I've been ready.
No, what I was
be a fun mom next door.
I feel like somebody get this girl pregnant, for God's sakes.
Somebody quick. Email Stephanie.
Stephanie at that'saretrograde.com.
That's Stephanie at that'saretrograde.com.
Literally send me anything.
Not dick pics.
I'll take them.
Okay, send her your birth time.
Yeah.
Your
just
job.
Anything, really.
Your job.
Yeah, your job.
Or a link to your art.
Something you think makes you like an eligible bachelor. Something that makes you, worthy of such a queen as Sara Weinshenk. Yeah, let us know. Let her know how worthy she is. This girl has been providing you with entertainment and vulnerability and Rex for as long as we can remember, because nothing exists before 2020.
Yeah, it was hula hooping for you guys.
She was hula hooping. All she
does.
Exhausting. She just wants to bring the fun. She just wants to bring the joy. So write me, Stephanie, at that'saretrograde.com, because I need her to know her value so she can be treated like the blessing that she is. Okay?
Send those emails.
Fuckboys and olds that aren't ready to commit need not apply.
You know who you are.
Oh my God.
You're definitely not listening. That's so funny.
We're manifesting that. He's totally going to hear it.
Was that the episode?
Will set you free.
Okay, wait. Hold on.
Yeah, I also have 3 more questions, but maybe we're
okay.
done.
Let's hear the
just
questions.
See, they're kind of silly. Okay, they're also weird. All right.
The David Blaine one was fun.
Okay, this is so weird. If you had to remove one bone from your body, which would you choose and why?
Ribs, so I could eat my own pussy.
So stupid.
Isn't that the right answer?
Okay, this one's really weird.
Like Marilyn Manson. Now
mean,
canceled. Sorry.
I don't understand really the anatomy of that whole plan.
I do.
I think I have to remove
Is that
so
a
much
rib
more
thing?
than one rib. Like, also,
well, it depends on your level of flexibility.
I don't want to eat my own pussy at all. That seems hard and strenuous. Like, I'm so surprised anyone can eat a pussy ever. I'm like, write me at That's a Retrograde. Let me know if you're down to eat Sarah's pussy.
So not to remove a rib. But that was the question.
No.
So that was my answer.
Okay, that's a good answer. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so should we be done with the questions or should we keep going? Okay. If you had to choose between one, this is also really weird. Which would break your fall off a 5-story building?
Okay.
A giant bean burrito
I like that.
Or the
Okay.
softest, safest, most giant pillow in the world that would guarantee that you wouldn't like break your back from falling
Well,
off the side.
obviously that.
Wait, but the caveat is that once you hit the pillow, it directly kills 10 people in their sleep that you've never met.
I'm landed on the burrito, baby.
Good answer.
Hell yeah, give me that bean and cheese. I land on it and then take a bite out of it
Yes, hell yeah.
and jump on
you
it.
just know how to brace your own fall.
Hell yeah.
All right, sorry. I feel like we should have ended on the.
Wait, are there more questions?
Let me see.
The burrito question was a great one.
Okay. Oh. If you had to
Are these from your lover?
Yeah.
What a genius. Let's go.
If you had to remove one, no, I already did that one. Sorry.
She just asked me the same questions. What do you think about David Blaine?
No. If you had to have a one-night stand with anyone from history, who would it be and why?
Oh shit, this is hard. Get me a refill. Do we? Oh, are we still recording? I'm getting. Oh my god. I'm getting multiple text messages.
Wow.
Hold on. Things are happening. Is this still recording? Yeah. I guess it is.
Should
Okay.
we cut after the lesson? And the last thing that we learned is, or just pick my nose?
No, what was the next question?
Okay. Okay. If you had to have a one-night stand with anyone from history, who would it be and why?
Abraham Lincoln.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big Daddy Link.
Yeah, show me that top hat, daddy.
Tell me more.
He freed the slaves.
Mm-hmm.
Suck that dick. You know?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I?
Do you think Mary Todd was getting in there?
Is that his wife?
Yeah.
Fact that you could reference Mary Todd.
That's like basic American history.
Educated. She's educated. That's why she has love.
I'm shocked
Mary
that
Todd.
I remember that.
You know how like I have basic facts?
Yeah.
But not that.
Mary Todd Lincoln is just such a weird fucking name that.
Can you refill?
Sorry, yes.
Oh my god, I'm becoming a drunk diva.
You know, I got this.
This
wine in
diva
the crystal shop.
smokes sativa on my wrist.
We need to get that engraved.
Sativa for
This diva.
a letter 4 to save a couple bucks.
That's so dumb. Cheap ass
A little
bitch.
real. I'm like, I want to save,
Venmo Sarah so she can get her fucking bracelet
engraved
inscribed.
sativa for this diva.
Yeah.
Sarah Weinshenk, or donate to Last Prisoner
Okay, but
Project
if
in
you-
my name.
That's sweet. Nice.
That's better.
If you do both. Donate to Last Prisoner, but also
Sativa for this diva.
but the only on the she has to get at Princess Shenk also engraved in it so they know where to find her.
If anything happens.
Yeah. Sativa for
Slide
this
in my
diva at
DMs.
Princess Shenk. Somebody let's pay for this.
Somebody that's not us.
No, we're going to get it done. We can make it happen. So let's talk about Ooh Yeah Socks, the sponsor of this podcast.
The sponsor of this podcast and
I'm sure it's my turn to read the ads. Use
Sunday
code
Scaries.
and Sunday Scaries.
We're going to talk about them in a separate ad.
Oh, okay, great.
Thank you. That's our episode. Oh, wait.
What about my
actually,
gift?
I do have a gift for you. Did you see it? Do you know what it is?
I think it's socks that are like, are they Batman or are they a policeman?
Neither.
Oh. Oh my God! They're so good! They're Bernie and his fucking mood at the inauguration. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Discount code Sarah10.
Wait, these are amazing.
I know. I
and
knew you would be.
hard yes. I'm putting these on right now. Thank you
I knew
so
you would
much.
be so excited about them.
Wow.
They're one of their new designs.
This is like one of a kind. Oh, yeah.
All right, that's our episode.
Happy
Thanks for
birthday,
guest hosting.
Shank.
Thank
Guys,
you. Love
slide
you.
into her DM. Let her know how great
Send
she
your
is.
resumes.
Send your resumes. And
your birth time.
don't forget the birth
Don't
time.
forget your
That's
we got to know what your Venus is.
two very important things that all humans should know is birth time and blood type. Send the blood type too, because then she'll know if you guys can eat in the same restaurant.
Yeah, 100%.
Or what you're going to have to do when you split meals. That's
And
for
also
a
let me know
later
if you're
episode.
vegan so I can have a warning.
Let me know if you're
That's all.
vegan so I can say no.
Bye.